Hello students, I'm here with another video from the chapter of class 7th NCERT book, that is chapter number 17, Forest Our Lifeline. Now, before starting today's video, children, I would like to tell you all that in this topic, in this chapter, what all topics are to be discussed. Okay, so what are the topics which are to be covered in this chapter are, first of all, I'll introduce you with the chapter. So, introduction. Then after introducing the chapter, then we will see that what do you mean by the forest. Okay, we will study about the forest. Well, there is one visit to the forest, and see, we cannot move out from our homes nowadays, but in this, with the help of this chapter, we will be able to study about what a forest looks like. Okay, we will move into the forest. We will just reading this chapter, just reading about the forest. We will come to know that if we go in the forest, then how does it look like? Okay, how it looks like, we will understand all these things. Then we'll study about the structure of forest. Structure of forest. Okay, after that we will study some activities are there. Then after this we will study about the functions, the uses of forest, advantages. Okay, advantages of forest. Then after that we'll study about the forest products which we get. Okay, fine. We'll study about the role of forest in our life. We'll study about the role of forest. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to study in this chapter. And yes, some more subtopics are also there in between. I'll include it with this broad topic. So these are the broad topics, this chapter, which we have to focus. Okay, so we'll start with this topic, forest, our lifeline. Okay, so what does this mean? Why we are saying that forest is our lifeline? What is the meaning of the word lifeline? Lifeline means it is like something which is important for our life. Again, I'm saying that something is important. Now in the last class also I told you that water is a precious resource. Okay, similarly we are having all these natural resources, children. Okay, our nature is full of resources. Okay, our nature is full of resources. Our mother nature, or what we call it as nature, is full of resources, children. Okay, now we have discussed about all the okay, the nature which has resource means something which is present in a very large amount, in a large quantity. Okay, now this large quantity is helping us to survive on the earth's surface. Okay, so these resources are present in the nature, that is why they are known as the natural resource. They are known as the natural resources. Okay, so here what is present, that if we talk about the natural resources, which means that all those things which are present in a large amount in the nature, and they help in satisfying, which help the humans. Okay, so what kind of help they are providing us? They are helping us to survive. They are helping us to survive. Now what are these natural resources? We have studied about water, we have studied about soil. Okay, we have studied about water, we have studied about soil, we have studied about air, and this next is the Forest. Forest is also one of the natural resource, children, which is responsible for the life on the earth. Now, why is this forest being related to us? How is this forest related with the life of the human beings? How these all these resources are being interconnected, or we can say that how all these resources are helping us to live. So we saw that if water is not present, then we cannot live. If air is not present, almost see the oxygen comes from air, so it is one of the most important part for the survival of the human beings that we require oxygen for our survival. And for our survival, we are getting oxygen from where? We are getting oxygen from the plants, from the trees, from the forest. Okay, so that is why this forest also plays an important role in the survival of the human beings, and that is why it is said to be as they are our lifeline. Lifeline means it is in Hindi it is said to be as Jeevan Rekha. Why it is said to be as the lifeline? Because it helps in the survival of the human beings. Okay, so it is with the help of the nature, with the help of the trees and the forest, we are able to survive. Now what kind of help these forests are giving? So let us begin the chapter. Let us begin the chapter which is present in your NCERT book. What is written over there? Okay, so I'll just read it out and I'll make you understand what your NCERT book says. Let's begin. One evening, Bujo entered in a park with an elderly person. Elderly person means with an old person. Okay, then what happens? He introduced himself to his he introduced him to his friends. Means he made that person, that old person, to know about Wujo's friends and the people those who were there. Okay, he was Professor Ahmed was a scientist working in the university. The children started playing with Professor Ahmed sat on a bench in the corner. So soon they became friends with Professor Ahmed. Means the person who was there in the who was there with Bujo was introduced as professor. He was also a teacher. Okay, but he was teaching in the university. That is why he is known as professor. So he introduced himself. His name was Professor Ahmed. Okay. Now he soon became friends with Bujo and his friends. Then what happens? They were sitting in the corner on the bench, and he was tired as he participated in the Golden Jubilee celebration in the town. After a while, the children also came and sat around him. Okay, so the children were also sat around him, and then what has happened? Let's find out. So this person who was elderly person, he was tired. He was sitting in a corner, and then after a while, the children also came and sat around him. They wanted to know about the celebration. So children asked that what kind of celebration you had just now and why are you tired. So these people, these small kids, they also wanted to know what kind of celebration this person was having. They wanted to know about the celebration. Professor Ahmed told him that after the cultural program, the senior people discussed the town's unemployment problem. Okay, so they were discussing about the unemployment problem. Unemployment means there was no job in the particular town. Why there was no job and why these people were talking about, they were so aware that they were talking about the unemployment and why there was no job, children. Okay, so, a plan was proposed to put up a factory by cleaning an area of the forest just outside the town. So they felt that the people who are living in this town or in this village where this Professor Ahmed was living or where he went for the celebration, there the unemployment was so much that the people think that they are going to clear the forest area and then they are going to make a factory over there so that they could give employment to the people those who are unemployed. Okay, was this a plan? Was this a good plan for them? Let us understand, and do you also think that whether it is a good plan or not a good plan? Okay, A plan was proposed to put up a factory by cleaning an area of forest just outside the town. This would give the increasing population of the town a chance for a job. So this factory was going to solve the problem of job children. So it is going to solve, is it really going to solve the problem? Or it was just again it is creating a problem for a problem, okay? Or we could say that problem is being arise for solving a problem, okay? So let us see that what happens in the later chapter. The children were very surprised when Professor Ahmed told them that many people had objected to this idea. Now, there were some other people in that particular town who have objected about this idea, that they don't want factories, they want their plants, they want their forest to be alive. Because if forests are there, then only the people would be present in that particular area and they would be able to survive in that area. Okay, so they know the importance of plants. Fine. This is because the forest serves as green lungs. Okay, now there is one word. It says that, this line says that forests serves as green lungs. Forests serve as green lungs, okay, and water purifying system in the nature. And water purifying system in the nature. In the nature. Okay. It is going to, these are said to be as lungs and water purifying system of the nature, children. Okay, so we have seen that this forest is very important, and this is so much important that they are considered to be as the lungs and the water purifying system of the nature. Now we will find out how they are called green lungs and how they are known as water purifying system of a nature. So the children were, Professor Ahmed explained, the children, they were confused. Yes, of course, you also might be confused. Then how we are comparing these plants, these trees, these forests with our lungs, and how they are going to purify the water, how they are going to purify the water, how they are acting as a purifying system in the nature. Then Professor Ahmed also realized that the children wanted to know more about the forest. Okay, so he decided to visit, so they decided a visit to the forest with this person who was their teacher, who was a professor. Okay, so how is green, how this plants in the forest is said to be as a green lungs? Children will discuss this now in this part, that how this professor and the children, they visited the room, and now they visited the forest and they understood that why it is known as, why it is said to be as the green lungs and the water purifying system. Okay, so one Sunday, so we'll study about visit to a forest from your book, which says that one Sunday morning, the children packed a few things like a knife, a hand lens, a stick, a notebook, and walked together through a forest trail near a village, near their village. So they went into that forest which was planned to be cleared for making the factory. So was this a good decision or a bad decision? So we'll find out after visiting this forest with Professor Ahmed, with Buju and his friends. Even we will also read, and we will also find out that what are the things which are present in the nature. Okay, what are the things which are present in this forest, because of which it is known as to be the green lungs and the water purifying system. Okay, so on their way, they met Tibu, a young boy of their age group, uh, of nearby village. Okay, means he was also, that Tipu was another new member who joined to their group, because this person, this small kid who was also of the same age, he was living in that particular village, and he also knew about the forest places and what are the, which they are not going to lost the way if they will take this person with them. Okay, so they took Tibu with them, and then they were moving into the forest. They went inside the forest and they saw what were whatever things they found. They kept on noting, because they took the things like knife, they took the hand lens, they took a stick and a notebook. So a notebook for noting it, a stick for clearing the place to move here and there or to drive away small animals. Then a notebook for writing the things, writing the information which was there, which was obtained, which was given, which they were noting down, which they were seeing from the forest, which they were taking from the forest. Fine. Now, what else has been there? A young boy of their age group of a nearby village who knows talking to cattle for grazing. He was taking. I mean, what was the work of Tipu in the village? So he was taking his cattle to for grazing. Okay, along with his aunt. Okay, he was very agile, running here and there to keep the herds together. Means he was very active. Fine. And he was not letting his cattle to move here and there, so he was just getting them together, and he was walking with his cattle, which he took for the grazing. Okay, now what happened? When he saw the children, Tibu also started walking along with them, while his aunt went on a different path. As soon as they entered the forest, Tibu raised his hand and signaled them to keep quiet, because no, it could disturb the animals living in the forest. So Tipu was knowing that what are the norms of the forest, how to live in the how to stay in the forest, and how they would be able to gather more and more information regarding this forest if they follow the path of Tipu. Okay, if they follow the instructions which was being told by this small boy, because he was used to he was used to in living in these kinds of forests, because it was near to their town, and they were living in this forest. They were dependent upon the forest since long time, and they knew how to understand, how to know about all these kinds of means what things could disturb the animals, or what could what features, or what ways because of which the animals could get disturbed children. Okay, so he was knowing all these things. So he also helped the people, he also helped the group to not to disturb these animals. Okay, so he instructed in between that they should walk slowly, they should not talk, they should not make noise, and they should walk in a very silent manner, because as this was a home for many people. I mean, this was a home for many animals, and all these animals were living very silently in this forest, and if they are making noise, it could disturb the animals who were living in this forest. Okay, now what has happened in the next part, let us see. Tibu then took them to a place at the height to show them the broad view of the forest. Now Tibu took them to a place where it was at a height, and from there they could look to the forest cover. The complete forest cover was visible. So they saw the greenery of the forest from a height. So they were able to understand the shape of the forest, the size of the forest from the height. Okay, from the great height which he was taken up with the Tibu. Okay, this Tibu has taken. He took up these people to a height, and from there they saw the forest, the nature, the different, the size, and the trees all were also present, but from the top it was looking in a very beautiful manner. Now, Tibu then took them to a place of the height to show the broad view of the forest. Children were surprised because they could not see any land. It was so green, it was so fair that from the top of the forest cover was so dense that they were not being able to see the land at all. Now they were very surprised to see that from the top of the height they are only seeing this green color. They were not able to see the land also. It was so nice to see and so surprising for these children. Now the children were surprised because they could not see the land at all. The different tree tops had formed the green cover of the land. They have covered the complete land, children. Okay, so they have covered the complete land. Now, why this had happened? Because it was the trees were of different types. Some of the trees were very short heighted, some of the trees were of long heighted, they were tall heighted. Now they were tall in their height, and then what different tree tops were there, and which was giving it in a different look. Okay, what kind of look they were having? However, the different cover was there, means forest cover was green, but why this was having a different height? This was having a different height because different tree tops were there. Okay, some tree tops were broad, some of them were very small, some of them were in a conical manner. Okay, now however, the cover was not uniformly green. Some was dark green, some was light green, some was yellow. Okay, some was having the brown colored leaves. Okay, why this was happening? Because these trees were of different types. Because of the different types, they were of different types, children. Okay, now then what has happened? The environment was peaceful and a cool breeze was blowing. This made children quite fresh and happy. While coming down, they got excited on hearing a sudden sound of bird and noise from the top of the branches and the trees of the trees. Okay. Now he saw when they were coming down, they saw that there were different birds, different beautiful birds were chirping. They were making noise. They also heard different types of noise from these birds, from the animals. They were moving from branch to branch. They were relaxing. They were jumping from one branch to branch. They were flying here and there, which looked so beautiful, which was so relaxing. Okay, Tibu told them to relax since it was a normal phenomenon here, because this children's presence somewhere some monkeys had climbed higher upon the trees and they disturbed the birds. Okay, so what these children saw, that a monkey was there and he was climbing on a tall trees, the branches of the tall trees, and he was disturbing the birds who were sitting on the tall trees. Okay, why? Because the monkey was disturbing these birds. Not they were this monkey was not letting the birds to sit on the branches of the trees. It disturbed them. That is why they were not able to move. They started flying here and there. Okay, now next what has happened? The trees, they were serving as a green lungs and water purifying system in the nature. And here I'll discuss about that why these trees are known as the green lungs and water purifying system, children. Okay, so this was a very small visit to the forest. We'll continue with this, but we'll discuss this fact first. So why this forest is said to be as green lungs, children? And I just wanted to know what is the function of our lungs. We have studied the respiration chapter, children, and then you could easily recognize, you could easily remember these lungs. Okay, so these lungs are the parts which helps in respiration. Okay, it helps in respiration. It helps in respiration, and this lungs is the place, these lungs are the place where air enters. It helps in breathing. Okay, and we saw that breathing and combination of the oxidation of food, means energy which is being released from the food, it is said to be as under the respiration. Now where is this energy coming? This energy is coming from the oxygen which we breathe in. So this breathing occurs in the nature, and what happens during this breathing? We take in oxygen, it enters in our lungs, and then when we take out carbon dioxide we release carbon dioxide from the nose. Okay, so this is what is inhalation and exhalation of the oxygen and carbon dioxide respectively. Okay, so we inhale oxygen and we give out carbon dioxide. So this happens because the lungs are the only organs which are helping us to breathe in properly and to breathe out properly. Okay, so they help us in taking in oxygen and releasing the carbon dioxide, which helps in turn, which helps in the release of the energy, which helps in respiration. So these lungs are going to purify the air, children. Okay, they are going to purify the children. They are going to purify the air. How? Sorry, and they are going to So they are going to purify the air, and how they are going to purify? As the lungs are purifying the carbon dioxide is being exchanged and oxygen is being exchanged in the lungs. Similarly, the forest also purifies the air because they absorb the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Now, why they are absorbing carbon dioxide, children? You know that each and every plant has to undergo a process known as photosynthesis. This photosynthesis require carbon dioxide. They require carbon dioxide. Okay. So when they require carbon dioxide, it means that it is going to, this is going to help. How is this carbon dioxide getting inside the this carbon dioxide is being removed from the nature? This is because of the trees which are present in the forest. So these forests serves as a lung because they absorb all the carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen as a result of this photosynthesis, because it is the raw material of photosynthesis. The carbon dioxide is a raw material for photosynthesis. So what happens? They serve as a green lungs. Okay, now we have proved this. Next thing, how they are acting as water purifying system. Okay, so they are acting as water purifying system because the this helps in maintaining the water cycle. First of all, how they are maintaining water cycle? They help in the transpiration, children. We have seen there in the water cycle there are 3 steps. The first step is the evaporation, and also it is combined with the transpiration, children. Okay, so it was combined with the transpiration. Now, what is this transpiration and evaporation? Okay, so evaporation which is taking place from the water surface, from the water bodies, and this transpiration is taking place from the body of the plants, from the parts of the plants. Okay, so what happens in this transpiration? You know that transpiration removes the excess water, and once this excessive water is removed, it is removed from each and every plant. Now there is not only one plant, there is not only one tree in the forest. Okay, so this forest also improves the rate of transpiration. If rate of transpiration is increased, it is going to increase the evaporation, means rate of evaporation, then rate of condensation would be increased, cloud formation would happen, then this would help in the rainfall. And if rainfall will happen, this results in recharging of, this helps in recharging of groundwater, and the pure water would be added in the ground. So this is that is the reason because of which it is serving as a water purifying system. Okay, so we have studied about both. It is also serving this forest is called lifeline because this oxygen is necessary for living purpose. Similarly, these forests are also necessary for the life. Why? Because they are said to be as the green lungs, as they purify air. Okay, and also they are going to purify the water because they help in the addition of the pure water in the nature. Okay, children, so that is why these are said to be as the green lungs and water purifying system of the nature. Now, the next thing what I wanted to tell you about this is that how can you define this forest? How can you define forest? So you can define forest by seeing to that particular place. Now, how will you define forest? You can define forest with a large number of trees present in a large area. Okay, so forest means, how can you recognize forest? It is very different from the trees which are present outside your home. Okay, it is, if you see some of the trees, you cannot say that this is a forest. So forest is always described as a large number of trees are present in a particular area, and also with wild animals. It is full of wild animals and birds. Okay, So wild animals, birds and trees, all these if we are combining, it forms a forest. So we can understand what is a forest. Forest means it is a large area covered with trees with the wild animals and the plants present in that particular forest, children. Okay. So we'll discuss more about this forest and its structure in the next class. And today we have seen why this forest is said to be as a green lungs and water purifying system, children. And we have visited to the forest, and we saw that some animals are there, some birds are there which are not which are living together, and they're also playing together. And now how is this forest is being utilized, I mean how it is important in the life of the human beings. We'll discuss all these things in the next class. And that's all for today's video, children. I will meet you all in the next video with the next topic to be discussed.